Tony, welcome back to DBL.
Hi, Al. Thanks for having me on.
With everything going on in the country, you are a black man. I'm sure a lot of people want to know, are you still a proud veteran?
Absolutely. I'm a black man first and a proud veteran. Absolutely, always. Always. You guys met me talking about my story as a Gulf War veteran. I was injured February 25th, 1991. And right in my face on my hospital black and white TV, they showed the beating of Rodney King.
I can't imagine what that must have been like for you as you're sitting there mortally wounded in a bed fighting for a country that's doing that to somebody that looks just like you. Can you walk us through those feelings?
Al, I was so overcome with emotion. I remember being paralyzed. I felt catatonic with fear. How? I thought this whole world, I was like, no, this can't be true.
There was a photo of a Marine that went viral. He was in Utah and he stood with the words, "I can't breathe," taped across his mouth. He stood for hours and he was in his Marine uniform. People say that when you're in uniform, you should not pick a political side. How do you feel about that?
That's an interesting thing. Every time you see me, I'm wearing my Purple Heart hat. So as it is, that's the uniform. I'm in uniform. I'm a veteran. It is my fiduciary duty as a veteran, not only to speak with my voting voice, but to speak with my life of experience. Who else knows the perils of war? Who else knows what can happen if we don't speak to each other respectfully and find some common ground? And so if we don't speak out, shame on us. Whose children are they going to send?
Especially in our country, is changing with the Black Lives Matter movement. And a lot of that movement is focused on getting a change in policing and to a little bit lesser extent in the military, but it's mostly focused on policing. Do you think that the Black Lives Matter movement will have an impact on policing?
Absolutely. By restructuring, it allows us to attract to these institutions the real best of the best of color and of all colors. None of us know how to navigate this. We don't know. We've never done it before. We've never even tried this before at this scale. So we should all be scared. Good. That means it's important to us. And then let's do it together instead of pulling everything that's come in my life that other people would describe as awful, horrific, impossible. All these things, they've all been the next liberator to my evolution.
Tony, you always make it a point to be part of change in this country. So with that being said, tell us more about your work with Move United Sports.
You know, I've been into athletics as a way of healing. And I did know, but I didn't know to the level, it's also a way of inclusion. And so I found this organization throughout my travels, and it's Move United Sports. It's Disabled USA and Adaptive Sports USA combined to be Move United. We have a three-pillared mission of seeking school-age children with disabilities, veterans with disabilities, injuries, or illnesses, exposing them to sports, showing them the power of sports. Now, since Black Lives Matter, taking the stuff that I love doing, which is sports, and making sure that I have a focus on Black lives. So our three-pillared mission is the same for people of color.
You are a motivation in my life, and you will forever be. And just seeing the impact that you are having on people's lives and are still having moving forward is a true inspiration. We love you, brother, and we want you to stay strong out there and stay safe. You promise?
I promise, man.